Follow along with me on an adventure in South Georgia. Last week, my mom was determined to find an old wooden bridge in Brooks County, Georgia. So we went looking for it, and we had to stop and ask for directions. And the information that these guys gave us, in addition to the directions, was absolutely mind-blowing. When we asked for directions to Mule Creek, they looked at us and said, "You know Mule Creek's haunted, don't you?" Of course, I responded, "Well, everything is haunted, right?" They went on to tell us that there was a story about the Mule Creek Massacre. These guys had both grown up in the area, and they were told that Spaniards had lived in the area and had brought gold into the region. They said that the Indians who were already living here wanted the gold, and they killed every Spaniard but one on Mule Creek. If you look up newspaper reports, you'll find that there are other people who say that Confederate soldiers had the gold and they brought the gold into this region and hid it, and they were also killed by the Indians for this gold. There's also stories that Frenchmen brought in silver, and the silver and gold have never been found. People have tried to find it throughout the years, and these gentlemen who were giving us directions and had grown up here said that many different people over the years have tried to find that gold in the swampy area of Mule Creek. These gentlemen went on to tell us that over the years, they had seen Indian mounds in this area, and they were always warned not to touch those Indian mounds. In another story, they said that a very pristine trading post had been found in the middle of a 15,000 acre plantation, and that they also found a peace pipe and a lot of arrowheads in that same area. So we know Indians were definitely in the region. Both of the gentlemen giving us directions told us that strange events had occurred in the woods. One of the gentlemen told us that while out hunting, he and his buddy got the feeling that things just weren't right and they needed to leave. And he said as they started walking out of the woods, they could hear heavy footsteps behind them. They also said that there were true stories of people who lived near or on Mule Creek who had had really terrible things happen to them. One man had a hay bale fall on him and it killed him. And keep in mind, these are the big round hay bales that you see out in the fields. They also said that another lady living on Mule Creek had a black widow spider bite her, which is unusual for our area. We don't typically have black widows. And the last story they told us was about a lady being bit by a rattlesnake, and then her house burned. I had never heard of Devil's Hopper and Dry Lake, but these gentlemen also told us about these two places, and they said that if Dry Lake was dry, that Devil's Hopper would have water in it, and they said that if Devil's Hopper had water in it, then Dry Lake would be dry. And I found some information on the internet that Devil's Hopper is actually a cave, but according to both of these gentlemen who lived in the area, they said that Devil's Hopper was like a dried up lake when it didn't have water in it. And they said that they don't go there anymore, that there's so many snakes in it you can't get to it. My mom and I did try to find Devil's Hopper. We could never find it. We did find Dry Lake Road, but didn't actually see the body of water. While we were out driving looking for Devil's Hopper and Dry Lake, we found so many beautiful sights, such as this old abandoned building. We also talked with these gentlemen about Bethel Primitive Baptist Church, and I remembered hearing stories about this church when I was growing up here, and so we were determined to find that place as well. And we found this beautiful old farmhouse on this dirt road while we were looking for Bethel Primitive Baptist Church. And we had to stop another man and ask directions. And it ended up being that this was his property. He had grown up in this home. And he told us that Bethel Primitive Baptist Church was located on a plantation. And if the gates were open, you could go on the property and see the church and the cemetery. This is Bethel Primitive Baptist Church, and the folklore that I heard about this church when I was growing up was that there was a big Bible on the altar, and if you tried to remove the Bible from the church, the Bible would get heavier and heavier as you got to the door, and it would get so heavy you couldn't remove it. And this is just a beautiful picture of the area surrounding the church and the cemetery. It's very well kept by the plantation. Here's some of the beautiful gravestones, and they do date back to the 1800s, and they're probably older than that. I couldn't read all of them. If you're looking for a fun excursion in South Georgia, go check out the old wooden bridge on Hodges Road, just off of Old Coffee Road, and go find Bethel Primitive Baptist Church. You won't be disappointed.